Right now on Morning News Now, lingering questions in the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk as we learn more about the man accused of firing that single deadly shot on the campus of a Utah university last week.
He does come from a conservative family, but his ideology was very different than his family. We're all drawing lots of conclusions and how someone like this could be radicalized.
Meanwhile, lawmakers calling for more security protections in the wake of Kirk's killing. More on the investigation and the fallout. Also this morning, defiance on the streets of Chicago. Thousands celebrating Mexican Independence Day amid President Trump's sweeping immigration crackdown. And Wall Street waiting on the Fed, expected to cut interest rates this week. We will bring you the latest. Plus, new developments out of the Middle East. Secretary of State Marco Rubio visiting Israel in a renewed show of support, while in Gaza, Israeli forces intensifying the assault on Gaza City. We have an update for you. And TV's biggest night, the stars were out for last night's 77th annual Primetime Emmy Awards, with some of the hottest shows in Hollywood winning big. We will show you some of the most memorable moments, including some historic firsts. A big night for the studio. Did you watch it?
It was. No, actually I didn't, because I was hanging out with you. You know,
not the Emmys, the studio.
Yes, I have seen a couple episodes.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was so funny.
It's a great show.
It was very well deserved.
Indeed.
So
and
much
Stephen Colbert too, showered with love. That was very cool.
There you go. Very cool to see. Good morning. I'm Savannah Sollers. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Sam Brock, in for Joe Fryer.
We're happy you're here, Sam. Thank you. We're going to begin a new week with the ongoing investigation into the murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson was arrested on Friday on suspicion of aggravated murder and obstruction of justice.
Police say that he fatally shot Kirk last Wednesday while speaking at a rally at Utah Valley University. He's expected to be formally charged tomorrow. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox says Robinson is not cooperating with authorities. Turning Point USA, the organization that Kirk founded, is planning a memorial for Kirk at State Farm Stadium that's in Glendale, Arizona, this upcoming Sunday. Other vigils were held around the country over the weekend. We are also hearing from Erica Kirk, who addressed her husband's assassination for the first time and had this message for supporters.
The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
NBC News Justice reporter Ryan Riley joining us now with the very latest developments. Ryan, good morning. Obviously, we're continuing to learn more at this stage about the suspect, Tyler Robinson. There's intense interest in learning about his background, as we heard a moment ago from the governor of Utah. Robinson had come from a conservative family, but he said his ideology was different from that of his family. So what else are we learning?
Yeah, a lot of this information is coming through the governor, who spoke on Meet the Press over the weekend. Take a listen to what he had to say.
We do know, and again, this has been well publicized, that this was a very normal young man, a very smart young man, 4.0 student. There was a lot of gaming going on. Friends that have confirmed that there was kind of that deep, dark internet, the Reddit culture, and these other dark places of the internet where this person was going deep. And you saw that on the casings. I think I didn't have any idea what those inscriptions, many of those inscriptions even meant, but they are, they're certainly the memification that is happening in our society today.
Yeah, I mean, as he laid out there, all of those codes that were inscripted on those casings were all these references to memes online or some sort of signal that was meant to be sent. And so that's what we're sort of seeing coming through on what investigators have learned thus far.
Ryan, authorities have not provided details so far about Robinson's possible motive in the shooting. We understand he has invoked his Fifth Amendment rights. As Sam mentioned, not cooperating. We do have some new information, though, concerning with and coming from his roommate. And we learned about this from Governor Cox also on Meet the Press. We understand that person's cooperating with authorities. Also, they were in a romantic relationship. Some new details here. Tell us what we've learned.
Yeah, so apparently there was a romantic relationship between these two individuals. We're still sort of finding out more information about what exactly the extent of that relationship is. And I think a lot of this will sort of play out as this case moves forward. But that individual is cooperating, and that could be a potential motive here. And certainly along with the messages that were written on the bullets, we're going to sort of build a profile. But the difficult thing is now, with these younger and younger shooters, is that they don't have the same sort of open social media presence that you see even a few years back. Just things have radically changed in terms of where this information is being put. You often it's not in public settings, or it's not necessarily tied to any of their usernames publicly. It's often in this other context. So that's something that is a little bit more difficult as these shooters get younger and use different platforms like Discord.
Even if it's not obviously publicly accessible, some of the background, whatever Robinson may have written, is there a pretty significant trail there, Ryan, do we know? And what are we expecting as he's formally charged on Tuesday in terms of just learning more about his background, his musings, his ideologies?
Yeah, I think as that case goes along, we'll learn more about that. And I think as investigators get deeper into this, but we are in a pretty early stage of this investigation. And obviously, the most important part is getting a conviction in the end. And so, if they're thinking about this strategically, investigators are going to maybe think about what they're putting out there in public, because, they're now that this individual has been captured, the most important part is obviously getting that prosecution over the line. So that's, I think, what they're going to be focused on.
All right, Ryan Riley there starting us off this morning. Thank you so much.
Well, in the wake of Kirk's murder, there's been a renewed focus on security for government officials. The Trump administration is now asking for tens of millions of dollars in additional funding to keep members of the executive and judicial branches safe. This comes as FBI Director Kash Patel has been criticized for his actions during the shooting investigation. NBC News White House correspondent Yumi Shalcindor has the details.
Growing security concerns following the assassination of Charlie Kirk, with the White House and lawmakers seeking to bolster protections for officials. House Speaker Mike Johnson describing the fear among members of Congress.
Yeah, well, I've been talking with a lot of them over the last few days about that and trying to calm the nerves, to assure them that we will make certain that everyone has the level of security that's necessary.
The Trump administration now requesting an additional $58 million from Congress for security to protect the executive and judicial branches, a leadership aide confirmed to NBC News. House Democrats holding a virtual briefing to discuss member security. What's the mood like among you and your colleagues when you think about safety in this moment?
Well, I think we're all concerned about safety. When Charlie Kirk was shot, I said to somebody immediately, that could be you or me.
Meanwhile, FBI Director Kash Patel facing new questions over his handling of the shooting of Kirk. Patel posting online, against all law enforcement recommendations, we demanded the video footage and enhanced stills of the suspect be released to the public. But Utah Governor Spencer Cox saying this.
We certainly never recommended against that. This was a co-lead operation. So the FBI was co-lead with the state. We worked very closely together.
The statements coming after Patel faced several days of criticism, including on the day of the shooting, when he posted online that the subject in Kirk's killing was in custody, then posted the person had been released. A senior White House official telling NBC News that President Trump continues to have confidence in Patel.
Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job.
Meanwhile, in the last week, several people, including service members, college professors, and employees at companies like Microsoft and Delta, have been reprimanded and in some cases fired for online posts seen as mocking or condoning the murder of Kirk.
Our thanks to Yumi Shalcindor for that report. Well, 4 former FBI officials tell NBC News Patel's posts on social media the day of the shooting were premature and unnecessary. Well, with that investigation ongoing and the motive still unclear, over the weekend, President Trump criticized what he called the radical left in his latest politically charged statement following the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
This comes, Savannah, in an exclusive telephone interview with NBC News. The president said that he hopes the nation can heal from Kirk's murder, but suggested that his political opponents would stand in the way of any reconciliation.
NBC News politics reporter Megan Leibowitz joins us now for more. Megan, good morning. So let's walk through a little bit about what we've heard from the president so far, what he said over this weekend, this conversation with NBC News, and some of the new details that we are getting here, especially like from the governor of Utah on Meet the Press.
Yeah, so President Trump told NBC News over the weekend that he wants the nation to heal in the aftermath of the killing of Charlie Kirk. At the same time, though, he suggested that what he referred to as the radical left could be to blame. Now, that echoes some of his previous comments. We should note, though, that authorities have not detailed specifics about what they believe that the motive for the suspected shooter could be. And Utah Governor Spencer Cox over the weekend laid out a bit of more details about what we actually know about this. He said that the suspect is not cooperating with authorities. He did say that the suspect has what he referred to as a leftist ideology, but we should get more information about what authorities believe actually could potentially have motivated the suspect later this week as well. Now, also in that interview, President Trump went after George Soros, who's a major Democratic donor, and suggested that he thinks that George Soros should be in jail. Now, those comments come after what the president had said to Fox News previously, saying that the administration would look into Soros for what they think could be violations of a law as well.
Megan, I know that the governor of Utah has said that the suspect is not cooperating with the suspect's roommate is, and he also delved more specifically into the relationship potentially between the suspect and his roommate, had suggested that the roommate was transitioning at this point in time. I know there's so much speculation around ideology and what could have been a motivation of this. What more, if anything, do we know on that? And also what the governor said about the role of social media in amplifying some of the tension right now.
Yes, we know that the suspect's roommate has been cooperating with authorities. That was something that the governor stressed over the weekend in interviews like that on Meet the Press as well. The roommate has been cooperating, has been sharing information with authorities, though we don't have details yet as to how their relationship, whether their relationship could have played into the suspect's motive in the shooting. Now, the governor also was very, very critical over the weekend about the role of social media. He had previously referred to social media as a cancer, but he went even further on Meet the Press. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I believe that social media has played a direct role in every single assassination and assassination attempt that we have seen over the last 5-6 years. There is no question in my mind that cancer probably isn't a strong enough word. What we have done, especially to our kids, it took us a decade to realize how evil these algorithms are.
Now, other lawmakers as well over the weekend criticized social media for the role that they say it plays in allowing harmful messages to spread, guys.
Megan, also, I do want to ask you about another front here, news from the Trump administration now saying he'll send National Guard troops to Memphis, Tennessee. This, of course, has to do with crime in the city, just as he did in Washington, D.C., as he's talked about doing in other cities. How are officials there responding to that?
Yeah, so the mayor of Memphis has said that he doesn't think that the National Guard will actually impact crime in the city. Now, if you guys are feeling deja vu, that's because we've seen President Trump saying that the National Guard is going to go into several Democratic-run cities. He's made similar comments about Chicago, New York, New Orleans, Baltimore. Now, the National Guard has not yet materialized in those cities, so we're yet to see if that will ultimately play out. But this is something that we're certainly going to be continuing to watch if the National Guard does end up showing up in Memphis, guys.
All right, Megan, thank you so much.
All right, that is also, thank you, Megan, a perfect segue, because in Chicago and Los Angeles over the weekend, there were large-scale celebrations marking Mexican Independence Day, or Grito. They were held amid escalating tensions from ongoing immigration crackdowns. NBC News correspondent Maggie Vespa brings us all the details.
Parades and public defiance. Celebrating Mexican Independence Day in Chicago and L.A., two cities targeted by President Trump's sweeping immigration crackdown.
We're not going anywhere. It's as simple as that.
We're not going to be scared in our own home.
This parade is a tradition dating back more than half a century in Chicago. It typically draws up to 400,000 people. And organizers say this year, even with everything going on, this crowd isn't far off.
Organizers working with Chicago police and private security to keep crowds safe while deploying civil rights groups in case of ICE arrests.
We have rapid response teams on site. We have over 25 immigration attorneys on site. So we're ready to face whatever comes our way.
A separate celebration in Chicago postponed amid safety concerns, with similar events canceled or postponed in cities nationwide.
All power to the people.
It comes after weeks of protests and Friday's fatal shooting of Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, who DHS says was an undocumented immigrant. The agency saying an ICE officer shot and killed the 38-year-old after he fled a traffic stop, dragging the officer with his car. This weekend, ICE saying they arrested a suspected MS-13 gang member also in the Chicago area. ICE trumpeting the president's so-called Operation Midway Blitz.
We have to make sure that we're protecting all the United States.
A community pushing back.
We are not intimidated, we are united, and we will resist anyone who seeks to silence us.
Our team didn't see any DHS or ICE officers at the parade. We reached out afterward to both agencies to ask if any arrests were made. So far, no response. Back to you.
Maggie, thank you so much. The economy is back in focus this week as, of course, the Federal Reserve taking center stage on Wednesday.
That's right. The central bank is widely expected to cut interest rates. As I'm sure you know, that's going to be the first time this year. And it follows a string of weak job reports and concerning inflation data. Investopedia's editor-in-chief and friend of the show, Caleb Silver. It's a great title. Joining us now to talk more about this. I mean, if you're not a friend of the show, who is my question. Yeah, man, that even made it into prompter today. We usually just throw it in.
But it's also true. So it seems like an interest rate cut at this point is a given. Maybe the question is just how deep is that cut going to be? And would there be any hesitation on this front, or really investors have been anticipating this for a while?
Yeah, we've been anticipating this for a while. We haven't had an interest rate cut since December 18th, 2024. We know the president wants interest rates to be lower, much lower. We're probably going to get a quarter-point cut, but you hear a growing drumbeat for maybe a half-point cut because the labor market has really weakened much more than we thought it had. Plus, inflation keeps bubbling up. We saw that 2.9% rate on consumer prices last week. So there's that. But there's so much drama right now at the Fed. Usually a pretty boring place. Now all eyes are on the Fed because of Lisa Cook, the Fed governor that the president fired, plus the president's appointee, Stephen Moran, who might be joining the Fed this time with his vote.
So it's really the question, like, is it a quarter of a point? Is it half a point? I'm going to ask, what do you think it's going to be? And then also, do you think we continue to see rates cut throughout the year?
Yeah, I think the all signals point to more rate cuts throughout the end of the year. And if you look at the Fed funds rate and you look at the way that futures traders trade this, they're looking at least 2 to 3 cuts this year. Okay. Maybe bring interest rates down to about 3.25% to 4% by the end of the year. By this time next year, if you believe what those Fed fund futures are telling you, you could see interest rates at 3.5%, and that would be significantly lower than they've been for the past few years.
I'm assuming a lot of people are hearing that and thinking, okay, refinancing. What's the net outcome for consumers here? Is it credit cards, mortgages? Where do you see the biggest gains?
All of the above, and mortgage rates are sort of influenced by the interest rates in general, but they're also influenced by the yield on the 10-year. But you're going to see lower credit card APRs, not for your existing cards, but if you want to get a new card. The flip side of lower interest rates, though, for savers is that those 4 or 5% rates on CDs and high-yield savings accounts, those are coming down. If you tried to get a CD right now or a high-yield savings account, you're looking best at 4%. So it's been a good time to be a saver, but we have had those high interest rates, which has kept the housing market in a deep freeze.
Excellent point.
Caleb, we will be talking to you all week, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Well, now let's get to our morning news now weather. We're going to take a look outside our studios first, of course, here in New York City. It was kind of hot this weekend.
A last dash of summer.
I know, and it kind of keeps like coming and going throughout the week. We're going to hit some 80s. Summer heat still lingering also from the plains to the East Coast, all with these above average temperatures.
Meteorologist Michelle Grossman tracking it all. She joins us now on this Monday with more. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, guys. So good to see you. And yeah, hopefully the shorts are still out, the tank tops, the pool's still open, because we're looking at temperatures well above normal for this time of year, even 15 degrees above what is typical for this time in mid-September. Temperatures into the 80s, into the 90s. We have a heat wave going on in the Mississippi Valley, also the Midwest. So that's the big weather story today. Also looking at a chance for showers and storms in the northern plains. You see that front there, triggering the chance for showers and storms. But overall, in terms of the storms, we're not looking at widespread showers or storms. Now, as we look at the Carolina coast, this is another big story. We have an area of low pressure. It's a coastal low that's developing and bringing that rain, and it's heavy at times in the Carolinas and eventually into the mid-Atlantic tomorrow. The Northeast, New England, temperatures looking good for this time of year. 60s and 70s in New England, a little above normal in the Northeast and mid-Atlantic, but lots of sunshine. So a really nice day there on this Monday. Let's start with the temperatures because we're talking 90s in many spots, 94 in Dallas, well above normal for this time of year, 91 in Kansas City. That's 13 degrees above normal, 14 degrees above normal in Minneapolis. And we're looking at the 90s extending into the Ohio Ohio Valley. Warm too in Charleston, West Virginia, also in Philadelphia. That is today. Tomorrow, look at the same story. We're looking at temperatures into the 90s for so many of us in mid-September. Summer ends next Monday on the 22nd, so fall will begin then, but still feeling like summer now. 92 in St. Louis, 91 in Nashville today, 94 in Memphis. Notice this coastal low bringing those lower temperatures, so we're looking at temperatures below average there. We're going to keep this heat in place throughout the rest of the week, get a little bit of a break in the mid-Atlantic on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we pop back into the mid-80s on Friday. Let's talk about the showers and storms. Again, not a lot of them, but still see some spotty showers as we head towards the Tennessee Valley, also parts of the Mississippi Valley, the northern plains. Certainly the Carolinas will see those heavy rainfalls today with that coastal low. We're going to see some really gusty winds there, too, and that's going to extend into the mid-Atlantic tomorrow. So we're going to watch that very closely on Tuesday as that coastal low moves up into the mid-Atlantic. Back to you guys.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
All right, we're talking Halloween, kind of, as we transition into the fall. No, it's early. She gave me that look. Much more to come here on Morning News Now. Later this hour, you're going to love this, Savannah. A haunting reality. Halloween celebrations are expected to cost extra this year. More on how inflation is putting the spook in spooky season.
I love spooky season, so I'm good with it. All right, up first, though, after the break, another NATO nation accusing Russia of breaching its airspace. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Leaders from the Arab and Muslim world are meeting in Qatar today to discuss last week's Israeli strikes on the capital, Doha. Israel says it was targeting Hamas negotiators in the attack, which sparked global condemnation and included a rare rebuke from President Trump.
The summit comes as Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem earlier this morning to deal with the fallout of that attack and Israel's ongoing military operation in Gaza City. Just on Sunday, 55 Palestinians were killed in Israel's offensive. That is according to Gaza's Ministry of Health. Israeli forces have flattened at least 30 residential buildings in famine-hit Gaza City as thousands of Palestinians continue to flee the onslaught.
We have NBC News International correspondent Matt Bradley joining us from Tel Aviv. Matt, good morning. Thanks for being with us. So let's start with this summit in Doha. What kind of message are we expecting to hear from this group of leaders and ties between Israel and some Arab countries? They had been recently sort of normalized relations under the Abraham Accords. Are those ties now under threat?
Yeah, I mean, we're expected to hear something that's going to be pretty predictable, which is widespread criticism of Israel after they attacked a country that is not necessarily one of the most opposed to them. The Qataris had been a crucial intermediary for the Israelis with Hamas for the past 2 years and long before that. So this has really driven a wedge between Israel and, I wouldn't say one of its closest allies, because the Israelis regularly criticize the Qataris and these negotiators, but definitely between a partner that was very, very useful both to Israel and to the United States. And that's why you're seeing with Marco Rubio here in town, trying to kind of pick up the pieces here. And we saw, as you mentioned, from President Trump, criticism of Israel's attack against Qatar, while at the same time, we're hearing support for Israel from the White House, from the State Department, and from Marco Rubio. So this is really a critical moment because the Israelis, while they say they don't, they probably do need the Qataris still as an intermediary, despite the fact that most of these negotiations have, for all intents and purposes, totally collapsed.
Matt, where do the attacks in Doha leave the relationship between the United States and Israel, right? That relationship suddenly appears a bit more fragile. We did see Secretary Rubio, as you mentioned, meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu earlier today. So what came out of the talks and what is the U.S. pushing for now?
Yeah, well, it sounds as though this has really driven a wedge, and we heard this from Marco Rubio. We heard this from President Trump twice over the past couple of days, that Israel was really treading on very thin ice when it comes to attacking partner states like the Qataris. Now, this is something that Marco Rubio is in town trying to mend. So when you ask where this leaves the U.S.-Israel relationship, that's something that's going to be decided actually right now as we speak. And we just saw that meeting between Marco Rubio and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just wrapped up. And Marco Rubio is now on his way to meet with the president, Isaac Herzog of Israel, amidst other meetings. All of this trying to heal the rift that was formed when Israel fired on the Qataris. It's rare in diplomacy, and even with President Trump and this sort of unconventional group of diplomats, to hear this kind of very pointed criticism by the United States against Israel. But remember that we've seen this relationship between Jerusalem and Washington changing so much over the past couple of months. It was only just a couple of months ago that President Trump took a very, very politically risky step of joining Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in his attacks against Iran's nuclear program. That was a big political risk for President Trump. He took it anyway, and he's still saying, and his top lieutenants are still saying, that it was a good move and it was one that cowed Iran. Whether or not they continue with this, it's unclear.
So we're going to get to some more international news now. Romania just became the second NATO country to report Russian drones in its airspace.
NBC News international correspondent Claudia Lavanga joins us live with more details. Other world news in 60 seconds. Hey, Claudia.
Good morning, guys. Well, that's right. Over the weekend, Romania became the second NATO country to report a breach by Russian drones in their airspace, literally days after 3 drones were shot down over Poland. On Saturday, Romania's defense ministry said fighter jets detected the drones close to the border with Ukraine. And Ukraine's President Zelensky said the incursion could not be a mistake and was an obvious expansion of the war by Russia. Let's go to Manila now, where a huge fire broke out on Saturday night, injuring at least 3 people. Local media reports that the blaze engulfed 2 buildings in the Philippines capital and affected at least 500 or 700 families. Manila's Public Information Office said the fire has been brought under control. And let's end this tour of the world near here at the Vatican, where Pope Leo turned 70 on Sunday. Well, the Pope received birthday greetings from all over the world, including from Trump's new ambassador to the Holy See, Brian Birch, who hand-delivered a special birthday cake made by a dining chain from Chicago. Birch was an outspoken critic of Leo's predecessor, Pope Francis. Well, that's one way to sweeten diplomatic relations with the Vatican, I suppose. Savannah,
That's cute.
Sam?
That's cute.
I love that.
I hope it's somewhere that he liked, and he's like, oh, I've been missing this dessert.
Connection
to?
Yeah. I was going to say, Chicago pizza you associate as well. I feel like they've got it covered in Rome.
Yeah.
He's good on the pizza front, but the birthday cake. Thank you, Claudia. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, well, this next story sounds like something out of a movie. So on the surface, Ann Butler just seemed like a normal wife and mother, but only a small handful of people knew she was actually a spy working for the CIA, balancing a life of overseas espionage with raising her 5 children. NBC News Chief Justice and National Affairs correspondent Kelly O'Donnell has the story.
An American family living abroad. Ann Butler, her husband Joe, and their 5 children, taking in the beauty of Paris, Athens, and Egypt. Their many adventures helped to conceal a secret. Mom was a spy.
There was one big journey together, the family and the mission.
During her long career at the CIA, Ann's husband knew about her job, but he also knew not to ask anything.
He never questioned where I was, who I spoke with, what we were talking about. I'd be gone for days, and he wouldn't know where I was.
To just about everyone else in her life, including her own children, Ann's true career was clandestine.
Would you have ever imagined that your mom was a spy?
Not in a million years. Like I said, she was just my mom.
Her cover? A diplomat at the State Department.
If the phone rings, you always had to answer?
Absolutely. At any time, day or night. I mean, it wasn't an option.
Seeking out and turning agents who could get her close to foreign governments and terrorist groups.
What worry did you feel about the assets that you had in place?
Oh, every day worried about whether they were going to be caught.
Ann's work required spycraft and surveillance techniques to avoid detection, with elaborate aliases and convincing disguises specially made for her. The CIA approved and limited what she could reveal in her book.
A disguise that covered my face or my hair, a wig, that was created specifically for me. So it really fit and looked normal.
But intrigue and adrenaline came at a cost. During her tour in war-torn Sarajevo, separated from her family, she missed her son's first birthday.
It was tough. I left thinking, what am I doing here?
Years later, her children finally learned her true profession so they could attend her retirement ceremony at the CIA.
She was really a lot more powerful than she let on, and that she had this whole other side to her that was bold and brave and confident, and I think that she was a real trailblazer.
Ann Butler says her strengths are the same as many working mothers who juggle career and family all at once. In her life as a spy, that skill was never a secret. Kelly O'Donnell, NBC News, Washington.
Fascinating.
The intrigue continues. The covert secret agent family.
Right.
I have to give up.
What a great story. Thanks, Kelly. Coming up, outbreak concerns. Hundreds of people across dozens of states infected with a potentially debilitating mosquito-borne disease. What doctors want you to know about the West Nile virus and how you can protect yourself.
Nothing like seeing mosquitoes at 7
no
o'clock
kidding.
in the morning. Plus, more schools spicing up their lunch selection. Savannah, we're going to give you a taste of the major menu changes in cafeterias around the country. You're watching Morning News Now. Welcome back. We are talking now about a health alert and a spike in cases of West Nile virus. Health officials say the numbers are up dramatically this year. NBC News correspondent Maya Eaglin reports on what's behind the surge.
New concerns over the West Nile virus, a disease spread through mosquitoes. New CDC data shows more than 770 cases in 39 states this year. Scientists say warmer temperatures and higher rainfall could be leading to more mosquitoes carrying the virus.
I had a lot of fatigue, 103-degree fever, muscle aches. I had brain damage. I couldn't speak well. I couldn't move my body well.
Sarah Haynes, a volunteer firefighter near Philadelphia, says she was infected while gardening this summer.
I thought it was poison oak. It ended up being mosquito bites and West Nile virus. I was in the hospital for a week, in bed for a week after that.
Doctors say some people might not even know they're infected because symptoms can be hard to recognize, especially as we enter cold and flu season.
Mild symptoms include just usually a fever, maybe a little mild headache that can occur after a mosquito bite. But neurological complications that we worry about.
Now, health officials in some states warning there's a high risk for getting the virus.
What are your biggest concerns about West Nile virus?
My biggest concerns are obviously the complications and possible deaths that can occur, especially as we're seeing a rise in cases throughout the United States.
While there's no specific treatment, experts recommend a few ways to protect yourself. Wear long sleeves and pants when outside, use bug repellent, and pour out any standing water. As health officials caution, cases are expected to climb as we wrap up the summer season. Maya Eaglin, NBC News.
Are the days of plain, predictable school lunches, they might be over for some students. Now, a recent study found more than half of kids don't like the food options at their school's cafeteria. Well, now some cafeteria trays are packing the heat. Seriously, as students ask for spicier dishes and more diverse options. NBC News' Emily Lorsch has more on this growing trend.
From spicy pimento cheese chicken biscuits to cheese enchilada bakes and steak poblano bowls, school cafeteria trays are looking a bit different.
Load them up. This is the first time I've ever seen a school meal that tastes this good.
Cheese biscuit. Students are not shy about what they want to eat in school, and they've got the school's attention.
Kids are very savvy now. They know exactly what they want. They are interested in trying new things.
Across the country, 73% of K-12 students have tried new foods in the last week, and flavors like Hot Honey and Nashville Hot have grown in popularity by more than 200% and 100% respectively in recent years. That's why one school district on Long Island, New York, is teaming up with vendors like Tyson Foods and JTM Food Group to spice things up and satisfy students' cravings.
Are you surprised to hear that the kids want spicier food?
Not at all. It's something that gets the endorphins going whenever you're eating.
We tried 5 new menu items with students 9 to 17 years old at Walt Whitman High School to see if the new foods are a hot hit or too hot to handle.
It's like, boom!
First up, the spicy pimento cheese chicken biscuit.
If this was like at school, like a lot, I would probably bring money if you could pay to get second lunch. 10 out of 10 for me.
But that steak poblano bowl, a crowd favorite.
Ooh, that sauce.
Even surprising the students themselves, showing some that they too like fiery flavors.
Normally I hate spicy foods, but I liked how this had a little bit of a kick. Now I want to try more spicy stuff. Raise your hand if this is something that you would order in school. Most of the students say they want spicier foods. Why do you think that is?
I have 2 kids, and they are spicing up their food. It adds interest. It adds, I think their palates are a lot more expanded than what was going on when I was growing up.
Certain levels of spice, though, like the dipping sauce with this drumstick, a bit much for some.
Spicy is a little too spicy for me. I hate spicy food.
While not every recipe hit the perfect balance for everyone on spice, their appetite for more global dishes is unanimous.
It definitely makes me feel a lot better that I get to have a choice of what I can eat at home and being able to eat it here at school and getting to see my peers get to try food from my culture.
Thank you. For many students, what's on their tray is just the start. Lunch is a chance to explore, grow, and connect.
I have bonded over food, school food, with my friends throughout high school, and it's been really fun to talk about it with them.
The cafeteria is a classroom. They're still learning.
I'm going to keep eating this. This is really good.
Our thanks to Emily Lorsch for that report.
I kind of wish I had that when we
I know.
were kids, you know?
And now I'm
Just
hungry.
a little kick.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. We are back now with a look, cue the music, at the rising cost of Halloween. Now that the kids are back in school and fall is right around the corner, pretty soon it's going to be time to break out the tricks and the treats. But this season, the real fright for some families may actually be the price tag, with inflation raising the cost of candy, costumes, and decorations. NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung joins us, or at least offers us some tips on how to help keep your costs down.
'Tis the season for spooks and screams, as well as tricks or treats. But this year, it's the cost of Halloween that's scaring some consumers.
Prices on their Halloween stuff is astronomically expensive.
A new survey finds 50% of people plan to scale back celebrations to save, most by reusing costumes and decorations and even cutting back on candy.
This should be $15. This is what's for Halloween? I'm not answering the door, y'all.
It comes as new data shows inflation ticking up nearly 3% over the last year, as tariffs threaten higher prices for ingredients from abroad. Inflation in spooky season categories were even worse, with prices rising over the last year for sugars and sweets and candy and gum. For chocolate lovers, Hershey's says its planned double-digit price increase due to soaring cocoa costs will not apply to packaged Halloween candy.
Halloween is our Super Bowl.
Economy Candy in Manhattan has been selling sweets from around the world since 1937. Owner Mitchell Cohen says he won't let tariffs leave a sour taste in the mouths of his customers.
All our Halloween items are the same prices they were last year. We're going to eat that, any increase that we saw along the way.
As for costumes, Spirit Halloween, the nation's largest Halloween store, says it evaluates inventory and pricing each year, but admits it was forced to cancel its annual kickoff event this summer due to international disruptions and supply chain challenges. The company says it still plans to open 1,500 pop-up stores and will be stocked and ready for this scary season. Despite tariff concerns, there is good news for Halloween lovers.
I think of tariffs like trick-or-treaters. You see them coming up the walk, but they haven't rung the bell yet. Prices are inching up, but the real jump is going to hit once stores sell through older inventories.
NBC's price tracker finds candy, costumes, and decor at major retailers have remained steady over the summer. And now may be the best time to get in on the Halloween fun.
The earlier you shop, the less you're going to pay.
Ways to save without a price tag jump scare.
And the economy's tough, but we want to make people happy.
Of course we do. The people want more candy. Thank you, Brian Chung, very much for that report. We appreciate it. People definitely seem to be heeding his advice to shop early. A new in-market survey found that early September will be one of the busiest times for Halloween spending. It also found that more people are shopping for those seasonal items this month overall than they plan to in October. So a shift
I'm into
there.
it. I'm ready.
Yeah, you're digging it? How about your costume? You have it picked out?
Oh, heck no.
Okay. That was very distasteful. Let's stay right now with your wallet for a check of your money minute this morning. New market research shows that convenience stores are eating up fast food restaurants for breakfast.
Oh, gosh. CNBC's Bertha Coombs. She is here with that More Money News. Bertha, you always come and you make me hungry.
Well, if you're hungry these days, Savannah, it seems like a lot of people are skipping over fast food chains. New data from research firm Circana shows traffic to convenience stores with large food selections, such as Wawa or Casey's General Stores, rising 9% between May and July, while visits to fast food chains were up just 1%. Prepared foods have been a lifeline for convenience stores as demand for gas, tobacco, and lottery tickets has dropped off. Glad to hear that tobacco has dropped off. Most customers fuel up during the morning and evening rush hours, offering a perfect opportunity for convenience stores to sell them breakfast and, in some cases, dinner. Meantime, Swatch will hike its prices by about 15% after President Trump imposed a nearly 40% tariff on Switzerland last month. The watchmaker's CEO, since the company has a strong presence in Canada and Mexico, as well as on hundreds of cruise ships in the Caribbean, which are often duty-free, there are plenty of opportunities for American consumers to keep buying without that tariff toll. Last week, Swatch began selling a watch that makes fun of U.S. tariffs. And Snapchat is rolling out new features that have been highly requested. The first, called Infinite Retention, lets users keep a chat history, preventing it from disappearing. You could already save messages by tapping them inside the chat, but this makes it easier with a simple toggle switch. Snapchat is also launching group streaks, allowing you to contribute to a collective streak with your friends. And Savannah, I'm going to give you a call so you can explain to me what that is, because I don't use Snapchat.
Let me tell you, brother, you don't want to get sucked up in it. It takes over your life.
I like that she knows you speak Snapchat.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Bertha. All right, well, it's television's night to shine at the 77th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards that were in Los Angeles last night. And get the shows in their first season. Yeah. Those are really the big winners here. Apple's The Studio. It picked up a record-breaking 13 wins. That is the most ever by a first-season comedy. And it included Best Comedy Series and also a win for Seth Rogen for Best Actor in a Comedy Series.
And another newcomer, The Pitt, took home 3 drama
Both
awards,
great shows,
beating out fan favorites like Severance and White Lotus. Star Noah Wyle picking up his first Emmy, if you can believe that, because the last time he was nominated, yes, was 26 years ago for a different medical show you might have heard of, ER. You remember that? Well, there was a massive ovation as well for Stephen Colbert, who won his first Emmy for The Late Show. That, of course, comes amidst CBS announcing it is being canceled next year.
For more, let's bring in entertainment journalist and pop culture expert Brian Balthazar. He's got all the highlights for us. Brian, good morning. Great to see you. So, Studio, most wins, but who else had big nights?
Right. Well, it was also a good night for Hacks. Jean Smart coming back again. She's no stranger to the award stage, but I think one we hadn't seen was seeing Hannah Einbinder, who was a supporting actress on that show as well. Her first time getting an Emmy. What's interesting is we have 2 shows that are about Hollywood winning big time at the Emmys. But what's interesting also is that The Bear, which we're used to talking about, was shut out. Also, usually gets a lot of nominations and equally usually gets a lot of wins. But, it's hard to know whether this is just the fact that we love new things, or the fact that it was in a comedy category, as it always has been, may have gotten a little fatigued there. I also think Adolescence was something we were talking about all last night. Limited series on Netflix, known for its really unique production style, this one-take style that it had, taking home 6 Emmys. And Owen Cooper, that young boy there, the youngest ever winner for supporting actor in a limited series, and the youngest Emmy winner in over 40 years. So that's a big one. But I love the first-time winners. You talked a little bit about Stephen Colbert, but I don't know if you've seen the show Somebody Somewhere, but Jeff Hiller took the stage and was just hilarious, brilliant, heartfelt. I mean, it's a great show if you haven't seen it, and his acceptance speech was great. Kristen Milioti was fantastic. But I want to talk about the fundraising thing. I don't know if you have an opinion about the fundraising thing, but, throughout the course of the show, Nate Bargatze said he was going to deduct $1,000 from that $100,000 donation to Boys and Girls Club for every time the seconds went over. The problem is this whole kind of bit took up more time than some of the speeches did. By the end of the show, there was 0 left. So he donated $250,000 and CBS donated $100,000. So the Boys and Girls Club walked away with $350K. I'm curious to know whether you guys thought that was a hit or a miss.
The way you just put it is interesting that it took up more time than this.
It backfired, but it ended up raising more money, right, as opposed to less. So maybe this was a win for everybody involved.
That was,
it's
and, you know,
cool.
that was the only way you could do this. You can't do this bit without having it built in that they're going to get money. Otherwise, it's a real fail. But we have to remember the things that we walk away remembering are the speeches.
Yeah.
That's what we remember, the passionate speeches, the funny speeches, the tears. So I understand. I think it was kind of a funny bit. Maybe we could have checked in a little bit less.
Yeah. I also think authenticity just plays so well when you're talking about those acceptance speeches. So talk to me a little bit more about the big moments, right, Brian? Like, we know the star power, people coming out to the red carpet. What other moments last night really stuck out to you?
Well, I think the audience response to Stephen Colbert was palpable. Even at the beginning of the show as a presenter, the chants of Stephen, also the irony that this was broadcast on CBS, which had just recently canceled him and his show. And he made jokes about that and the fact that this was his first Emmy win. You know, obviously you have to wonder the connection there because there's a real passion for him and his show and his messaging, and this is Hollywood. And so I think that was powerful. As I said before, Jeff Hiller, I don't know if we have video of him. He's just a great performer in this show, Somebody Somewhere. And he got up and he said, for years, I've been like, world, I want to be an actor. And the world was like, well, maybe computers, you know, like that was kind of his trajectory. I just think there was a lot of enthusiasm from some of the unexpected winners. And so many times there's one show monopolizing everything. And there was a little bit of that, but I liked that there were some surprises in there and there were no bad winners, you know?
Yeah, it felt like a good year for TV. Like in watching it last night, I'm like, wow, there was a lot I love this year. Brian, always fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Coming up next, he was a childhood favorite for many millennials. Now, Steve of Blue's Clues fame is back and got to catch up with your old friend.
That's right.
Blue's Clues had turned 25. And someone said you should all do shout-outs to the kids. But I thought the kids have no idea who I am. I would like to talk to my friend from way back, and they're now 30.
Or 34 in my case. Up next, my conversation with Steve Burns as he returns to the spotlight for the now grown-ups who grew up with him. This is Morning News Now. Welcome back. Well, it's been nearly 30 years since Nickelodeon's hit children's show Blue's Clues premiered, featuring an animated dog named Blue and her beloved owner, Steve. Well, now Steve is reuniting with people like me who looked up to him as a kid and are eager for some nostalgic comfort once again with a new podcast.
It's basically a societal requirement at this point that everyone has a podcast. So why don't we have one?
Steve Burns is back, rekindling a bond with fans that began nearly 30 years ago in his new podcast, Alive.
Take a minute, think about that one.
It's the latest project from the beloved children's TV legend, this time aimed at the adults who first knew Steve as their friend on Blue's Clues.
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
For 6 years, Steve danced, sang, and skidooed
Skidoo, we can too.
Around a Technicolor house in search of paw print clues left by his dog Blue.
Oh, we'll play Blue's Clues to figure out what song Blue wants to sing.
Steve was just 22 when he took on the role, filming nearly 100 episodes in his favorite red thinking chair.
Thank you for having red chairs.
We wanted to make you feel at home. We went a little thinking chair-esque. What you think?
I think it's very thoughtful of you to think the chair through, and I'm very comfortable. Thank you.
After leaving the show, many fans wouldn't see Steve for years. That is, until 2021, when out of the blue, Steve's young viewers, now adults, were greeted by this on social media.
We started out with clues, and now it's what? Student loans and jobs and families. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you, ever.
The response was massive. Millennials everywhere agreed. They missed their old pal Steve.
Blue's Clues had turned 25. Someone said you should all do shout-outs to the kids. But I thought the kids have no idea who I am. I would like to talk to my friend from way back, and they're now 30.
The reaction inspired Steve to check in on TikTok too.
What's going on? How are you? What I'm doing is unremarkable, right? But the response to it is anything but.
The comment section flooded with vulnerability.
People saying, why is the sound of his voice so comforting it makes me cry? Someone else saying, I love our impromptu therapy sessions.
People need to feel seen.
It was his viral resurgence that led Steve to launch his podcast.
The vibe is really more curious than prescriptive. I'm not giving answers. It's just scaling what we always used to do.
This time around, instead of shapes, colors, and numbers,
Let's get into the hard stuff. Death, sex, taxes, the future of truth.
celebrities, nurses, scholars, and more join Steve virtually in his home studio for wide-ranging conversations.
Gratitude, vitamin G, as I like to refer to it.
Eagle-eyed viewers of the video podcast may spot some familiar items.
They gave me the original notebook. It's among my most treasured possessions. They gave me the original chair, and that usually holds dirty laundry.
Was there ever a period of kind of trying to shed the Steve we knew on Blue's Clues?
There was identity tension for a long time. I felt like I was miscast from the get.
Wow.
I didn't know how to accommodate him until the viral video. I just was suddenly a Steve conflation. And in that moment, I kind of put my arm around him.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I love this guy.
How neat is that?
The self-identity.
Right, and to hear from him that he had that period of struggle, but that it's even helped him too. And that podcast, by the way, it's called Alive with Steve Burns. It's from Lemonade Immediate. Premieres Wednesday, coming up September 17th. You can get it on YouTube or wherever you watch podcasts.
Objectively, you get the best assignments.
Oh,
You handle that beautifully. You really do. That was awesome. Good job.
Oh, Sam.
Come back
on
On
anytime.
that note, I will try. We're going to do, moving forward on Morning News Now. That does it for this hour. I can speak, I promise.
The news continues right now. Stay with us. Good morning. Thank you for starting your week with us. I'm Savannah Sellers.
And I'm Sam Brock, in for Joe today. Right now on Morning News Now, in custody, new developments in the investigation into the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Law enforcement taking this man, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, off the streets. Utah's governor telling our Kristen Welker that the evidence, quote, confirms this is the person as authorities prepare to file formal charges tomorrow. We've got more on what we're learning about the suspect's background as lawmakers on Capitol Hill raise new questions today about their own security, concerns that House Speaker Mike Johnson says will be addressed.
We will make certain that everyone has the level of security that's necessary, that the resources will be there for their residential security and their personal security.
Also in Washington, on guard, the Trump administration preparing to send in more National Guard troops to cities across the U.S., now including Memphis, Tennessee, in what the president is calling a crackdown on crime. The city's mayor and Democratic lawmakers forcefully pushing back, arguing it's not the help that they need. Plus, life-saving screening, how one woman caught her cancer early, all thanks to some critical new screening guidelines as cases of colorectal cancer tick upward in younger people. And taking home the gold statue will bring you everything that you might have missed from last night's 77th Emmy Awards, including the biggest wins, surprises, and of course, the snubs. But we begin this hour with the ongoing investigation into the murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we are learning more details now about the suspected gunman in the shooting. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is expected to be formally charged tomorrow for Kirk's murder. Now, Robinson was arrested on Friday. As you probably remember, this is on suspicion of aggravated murder and obstruction of justice. Police say he fatally shot Kirk, who was speaking at that rally last week at Utah Valley University. NBC News correspondent Morgan Chesky has the latest for us from Utah.
You know, right now, we've learned that Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect here, is inside this Utah County jail, and authorities say he's being held in a special housing unit where investigators can keep an incredibly close eye on him. And we have followed the work of the investigative team here as they've dug into Robinson's personal life over the last several days, trying to piece together bits of evidence that could give a better idea into the motive of why Charlie Kirk was shot and killed.
Overnight, a tribute in the nation's capital for Charlie Kirk. The public, Congress, and the Trump administration gathering at the Kennedy Center.
We were soulmates, we were spiritual brothers, and we were friends.
On Meet the Press, Utah Governor Spencer Cox saying Kirk's suspected assassin Tyler Robinson is not cooperating so far. The governor revealing investigators have interviewed family members and those familiar with the suspect, including his roommate, a male transitioning to a female, who they believe is the 22-year-old's romantic partner.
This person did not have any knowledge, was shocked when they found out about it.
One federal official telling NBC News there's not a solid understanding of whether there's any connection between that relationship and the shooting. The conservative activist was openly critical of transgender people and trans rights.
You're at war with your own biology.
Investigators have yet to determine a motive. Governor Cox says while the suspect comes from a conservative family, he had a leftist ideology and had told a family member he did not like Kirk or his viewpoints. President Trump weighing in overnight.
The problem we have is on the left. They're already under major investigation. A lot of the people that you would traditionally say are on the left.
But some in Washington noting the recent spate of political violence has affected both parties, with a Democratic lawmaker and her husband killed in Minnesota, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's house targeted this year. Senator Mark Kelly, a Democrat, whose wife Gabby Giffords survived a shooting in 2011, speaking out.
This isn't like one party committing all the violence against the other. I mean, this is clearly a pervasive issue in our country.
It comes as new details about the day of the shooting have been uncovered, including videos which appear to capture the suspect's movements hours before he arrived at the college campus. Kirk's widow, Erica, speaking out for the first time just days after the shooting.
You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country.
And with Robinson expected to be formally charged tomorrow, Turning Point USA, the conservative organization that Kirk helped co-found, is planning a massive memorial for this upcoming Sunday inside the stadium where the Arizona Cardinals play. President Trump already confirming that he'll be there. Meanwhile, today, Vice President J.D. Vance saying that he will be hosting Charlie Kirk's show. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Morgan, thank you.
Let's bring in NBC News national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent Tom Winter for more here. Tom, let's start first with FBI Director Kash Patel. He's been criticized for his handling of this investigation. We want to play for you a quick update he just gave to Fox News this morning. Let's listen for a sec.
We flexed all resources the FBI had and surged multiple air assets as soon as this shooting occurred. We were cycling in agents, evidence response technicians, hostage rescue technicians. And what we learned was there was evidence, DNA evidence that could be collected and had been collected, including a screwdriver that was found on the rooftop. Also, we went over to the scene in the wooded area where the firearm was discarded, and the firearm had a towel wrapped around it.
So that gets to some of the investigatory aspects of that, not necessarily why he's being criticized this morning. But I would add, Utah's Governor Spencer Cox was on Meet the Press, spoke with Kristen Welker. A lot of interesting information came out of that as he talked about the suspect's roommate and the fact that there was a romantic relationship allegedly there, that the roommate had been transitioning from male to female. How is that relevant, I guess, in the federal government's investigation? Right
yeah, and just to continue what the FBI director said, he said on that towel and on that gun, apparently they were able to recover DNA that did match the individual that they have in custody. So the director talked about some of the evidence that they have so far. As far as the transgender roommate, so there's the moment right before the shot is fired, where there's questions that are being asked about transgender violence and mass shootings in America, and I think people keyed in on that. And we're asking some questions about it. Now you hear that the person who's been arrested and has been charged by authorities in connection with it has a transgender roommate and is somebody that they're in a relationship with. How does that have a nexus to this investigation? We just don't know yet. Does it have any nexus to it? I mean, according to the governor, the roommate and the person he was in a relationship with has been cooperative with the FBI, been cooperative with law enforcement. So that's number one, no indication of any wrongdoing by that individual. But on top of that, apparently said, look, I had no idea Taylor Robinson was going to do this and had no sense that they were pushed to the point, Robinson was pushed to the point where they wanted to act out in this way. I think that could be helpful for investigators. It points them more to, I think, what the governor's been alluding to, which is there was a real online deep dive here into some very dark places, which is entirely consistent, as you both know, with only all the other investigations of these targeted violence that we've been talking about for the last 6 to 9 months. So that's been a real concern. Haven't heard anything yet that the fact that he was in a relationship with a transgender person was the reason why he went after Kirk. But we should get more details tomorrow. There will be additional information, including in those formal charges.
Yeah, tell us what you're watching for there when he's formally charged.
Yeah, so, it's the charging document there, like every state, is different, right? So they're going to list all the various laws that they believe that he broke. And you're looking there, the probable cause charges that have already been filed in this case. But there'll be more tomorrow when this kind of more formal charging document is dropped. And then below that, there's a whole kind of a narrative, if you will, all the reasons why law enforcement believes that they're able to charge those things.
Real quickly, what do we know about the weapon that was used in this crime?
That's something that they're still looking into. We had some questions about that. How come they didn't have a trace? How come they didn't use that to identify? It is possible. Remember, it's a hunting family. Weapons get handed down from generation to generation. Could it have been made before registration of guns took effect in 1968? After the assassination of JFK, RFK, and Martin Luther King Jr. That was a new law that was passed so law enforcement could trace back guns. It's possible here we're asking questions. Apparently the gun may have been before that.
Wow, that's fascinating. A lot of digging to get into. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Well, the White House is preparing to expand its use of National Guard troops in U.S. cities, with President Trump saying Memphis, Tennessee could be next. But the plan is facing sharp pushback from the city's mayor and Democratic leaders who argue it is not the kind of help their community needs. NBC News senior White House correspondent Garrett Haake joins us from the White House with more. Hi, Garrett. Good morning.
Hey, Savannah. Look, the White House sees its effort to suppress crime and enforce immigration laws here in Washington, D.C. as a successful model, which they would like to duplicate in other cities. But here in the district, the partnership between the mayor and President Trump is now fraying. The president posting overnight that he could declare a national emergency to force D.C. to keep working with ICE on immigration enforcement. And it comes as the administration says it's planning to expand its use of the National Guard to southern cities. This morning, the White House strategy of surging federal resources and the National Guard into cities to fight crime set to expand south. The administration preparing to launch a combined mission, including the FBI and National Guard soldiers, into Memphis, Tennessee.
We're going to Memphis. Memphis is
that's the next city.
Deeply troubled. And the mayor is happy. He's a Democrat mayor. The mayor is happy. We're going to fix that just like we did Washington.
I'm certainly not happy about the National Guard.
The city's Democratic mayor saying Saturday this isn't the kind of help his city needs.
The last time the National Guard was in Memphis was 1968 at MLK's after MLK's assassination. And so we don't want to invoke those same images here.
Democrats pointing to Memphis police statistics that show crime at a 25-year low, arguing a surge would be a spectacle.
We need to work at the root causes of crime and not just throw something that looks good on television. This is a Trump television show.
It comes as the Washington Post reports, citing planning documents not confirmed by NBC News, that the Pentagon has drafted a proposal to activate 1,000 Louisiana National Guard troops to serve a law enforcement mission in that state's cities, including New Orleans. The president floating such a move earlier this month.
We're going to come into New Orleans and we're going to make that place so safe.
The White House declining to comment on the report. A Pentagon spokesperson telling NBC News leaked documents should not be interpreted as policy. Over the weekend, parades mixing with public defiance in Chicago and Los Angeles at Mexican Independence Day celebrations.
People want to scare us from our home, but we're not going anywhere.
The two cities have seen recent surges in immigration enforcement, with the president publicly pondering ordering a National Guard deployment in Chicago, too, despite opposition from the state's governor and the certainty of court challenges. The president continues to suggest as recently as Friday that he'd like to send more resources into Chicago. So far, an operation underway there titled Midway Blitz has focused on immigration enforcement, but not on crime. And there's been no National Guard activation there. Savannah?
All right, Garrett, thank you very much.
We're going to turn now to a new Wall Street Journal investigation into toxic fumes leaking into airplanes, making flight crews and passengers sick and at risk of dangerous head injuries.
Manufacturers and the FAA say such incidents are rare and that the science on the long-term health effects here is inconclusive. And they've also said that most odors in cabins are not toxic. But we've got a lot of questions. NBC News correspondent Emily Aketa joins us now with more on this one. Hey, Emily, good morning.
Yeah, certainly the report is turning a lot of heads this morning. These toxic fume events can happen when air pulled from outside the plane and run through the engine gets contaminated. The Wall Street Journal's investigation showing the number of these incidents that are sickening some crew members and passengers are increasing in frequency and raising concerns.
This morning, new concerns about fumes in the skies.
People was on the plane saying, smoke, 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 yelling.
As some passengers have experienced smoke in plane cabins. The Wall Street Journal this weekend releasing a report on toxic fumes leaking into cabins, writing that the rate of incidents is accelerating in recent years. The Journal reviewing more than 1 million FAA and NASA reports, along with documents and over 100 interviews. The investigation pointing to two of the biggest aircraft manufacturers, Boeing and Airbus, particularly Airbus's A320 jet line, writing both have acknowledged malfunctions can lead to oil and hydraulic fluid leaking, resulting in the release of unknown quantities of neurotoxins, carbon monoxide, and other chemicals into the air. Airbus telling NBC News its aircraft are designed and manufactured according to all relevant and applicable airworthiness requirements. And a Boeing spokesperson telling the Journal, quote, the cabin air inside Boeing airplanes is safe. The Journal outlining the effects of fumes in cabins, saying their smell is described as wet dog, Cheetos, or nail polish. In some cases, making passengers sick and affecting pilots' vision and reaction times, according to official reports obtained by the paper. The FAA says the incidents are rare and cites a 2015 review that estimated a rate of less than 33 events per million aircraft departures. But the Journal says its analysis suggests the rate was around 3 times that by 2024. The Wall Street Journal noting that most odors in aircraft aren't toxic and neither are all vapors. The effects are often fleeting, mild, or present no symptoms. There have also been incidents of visible smoke in the air. In February, passengers on board a Delta flight seen covering their faces in a smoke-filled cabin.
Breathe through your clothes, Nana.
The plane landing safely.
The flight attendant got on the mic and was like, guys, we're aware that it's smoking. We're trying to get in touch with the pilot.
Delta telling the Wall Street Journal the company was cooperating with a continuing NTSB review. Now this morning, renewed calls for air safety after takeoff.
And in a statement to NBC News, the FAA says it is committed to protecting the safety and health of passengers and cabin crew, citing strict cabin air standards. Delta mentioned their management system and culture help address root causes of potential issues. Meanwhile, we have also reached out to Boeing, but have not heard back. A lot of questions this morning, though, for sure.
Very unsettling if you fly, no doubt.
All right, we'll stay on that. Thanks,
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
All right, let's take a look outside our studios real quick here in New York City. It's pretty nice. Temperatures are going to heat up, but not for long.
Can we stay on this pattern of weather that's been pretty incredible here?
I know.
End of summer. Meteorologist Michelle Grossman joining us now. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, guys. I know I almost feel guilty, like it's so nice day after day, and we're going to have another nice day today in the Northeast. And generally, overall, we're looking at a really nice pattern, at least throughout most of the work week. Let's start with today. Notice not a ton of green on the map, indicating where we're going to see rain. We will see some scattered showers in some spots. A wet pattern in portions of the Intermountain West and to the northern Rockies. Could see some stronger storms. They won't be widespread, though. We're looking at a few showers possible in portions of the Mississippi Valley, the Tennessee Valley. But overall, it's a quiet day. Also looking at some showers in the southeast. One spot that we're going to look at the chance for heavy rain, some gusty winds. It's a coastal low that's impacting the Carolinas. That will eventually move up to the mid-Atlantic tomorrow. But one of the big stories today, the warm temperatures, holding on to summer just a little bit longer. We're looking at temperatures 10, 15 degrees above what is typical for this time of year. But New England, plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, a picture-perfect day there. Let's head towards Wednesday, sunny and seasonable in the west. We're looking at a rain threat in the middle of the country, the northern plains to the central plains, the southern plains. Some of those spots could see some heavy rain. That includes the Rockies also. Toasty still in the Tennessee Valley, portions of the southeast into the Ohio Valley. We're looking at that rain continuing on Wednesday from that coastal low in parts of the mid-Atlantic, creeping into the northeast. And then by Friday, clearer to see where that cold front is, right? We're going to see some rain from the northern plains, the upper Midwest, parts of the Midwest, down to parts of the southern plains. Southwest storms also. We're looking at some green there. And then looking dry on Friday along the East Coast with temperatures well above normal once again. So we're going to kind of have a break Wednesday and Thursday in the Northeast and then rebound. But lots of warm temperatures on the map today, into the 90s for many of us. We're looking at 94 in Dallas. Look at Kansas City, 91 degrees. That's 13 degrees above what is typical for this time of year. Warm in Minneapolis, too, well above normal. Rapid City, 89. That's about 15 degrees warmer than mid-September, what's expected in that area. Tomorrow, we're going to keep that heat in place. It's a big area of high pressure bringing in that warm air, so temperatures soaring once again into the 80s and 90s from the plains on east. The cooler spot would be where that coastal low is. Back to you guys.
All right, like you said, we got it pretty nice up here.
Welcome back. Leaders from the Arab and Muslim world are gathering in Qatar today to discuss last week's Israeli strikes on Doha. Israel says it was targeting Hamas negotiators. The attacks were widely condemned around the world, including here in the United States. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. That was earlier this morning to discuss all the fallout of that attack and Israel's ongoing assault on Gaza City. NBC News Chief International Correspondent Keir Simmons joining us now from Doha this morning with more on this summit. And Keir, good morning.
Hey, Joe, good morning to you. We're days into this diplomatic crisis now, and it is unrelenting here in Doha, this emergency summit of friends of Qatar, if you like, in the very city where those Israeli missiles struck. And even, as you mentioned, at the same time, Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel standing next to the Secretary of State and insisting that the strike was justified, saying the message to Hamas was, you can run, but you can't hide. This morning, the Secretary of State and Prime Minister of Israel holding a news conference.
Israel's decision to act against the Hamas terrorist leadership in Qatar was a wholly independent decision by Israel. We assume full responsibility for it.
We are focused on what happens now.
But the fury felt by Israel's neighbors unabated this morning. Meeting in Qatar after the Israeli strike on a residential compound here, housing Hamas negotiators. President Trump warning Israel overnight.
They have to do something about Hamas, but Qatar has been a great ally. So Israel and everybody else, we have to be careful. When we attack people, we have to be careful.
Qatar calling it state terrorism. Israel saying it targeted senior leaders responsible for the October 7th attacks. Hamas says Israel only killed lower-level officials. President Trump welcomed here just months ago, Qatar donating a plane to replace Air Force One. But President Trump's hope for an end to the war has been set back. Overnight, Israel launching more strikes on Gaza City, killing at least 55 on Sunday, according to the health ministry in Hamas-ruled Gaza. Home to hundreds of thousands of civilians, some fleeing, others holding out ahead of a planned Israeli offensive. 16-year-old Nadine Abdel Latif in Gaza, pleading for an end.
Why is this war like this? Why are they doing this to us? We're human beings.
Meanwhile, at that news conference, Joe, the Secretary of State suggesting that there may not be a diplomatic solution to the war in Gaza. Meanwhile, underscoring the depth of the crisis, a diplomat with knowledge of the talks tells NBC News that a key Qatari negotiator who was able to speak both to Hamas and to the Israelis was due to meet with Hamas on the afternoon of the strike in the villa that was struck. Joe?
We'll see what that means in terms of a possible ceasefire or entanglements thereof. Thank you very much, Keir. Well, staying overseas, Prince Harry has visited Ukraine, and he's following that trip to the UK where he reconnected with his father, King Charles. The Duke of Sussex spoke about all of it in a newspaper interview where he also defended his tell-all autobiography. NBC News International correspondent Molly Hunter joining us now with more on this one. Certainly a lot of intrigue on that interview. Molly, good morning.
So much intrigue, Sam, and really worth a read. The Guardian actually went with Prince Harry to that surprise trip to Kyiv and talked to him clearly in depth, kind of multiple times over that trip. But he talked about his family, he talked about his father, he talked about his mother, Princess Diana. He only mentioned, Sam, his wife Meghan once in reference to something that she told him about how telling the truth is the most efficient way to live. He says he always falls back on that. Take a look.
This morning, Prince Harry opening up to The Guardian during his surprise trip to Ukraine last week. He spoke candidly to the British newspaper in a rare and revealing interview, addressing critics of the public way he's told his side of the story, telling the paper, "My conscience is clear. I don't believe that I aired my dirty laundry in public. It was a difficult message, but I did it in the best way possible." He called his tell-all memoir Spare a series of corrections to stories already out there, adding, "It is not about revenge, it is about accountability." The prince didn't offer up any details about last week's long-awaited and much-discussed meeting with King Charles, but in life, he said, you cannot have reconciliation before you have truth. Over the next year, the focus really has to be on my dad. The visit to Kyiv clearly an emotional one for Harry.
When you're standing in front of him, you have no idea how
I don't know how to describe it. It's the most insanely sad yet beautiful thing. Because the way that it's been set out. Ready?
It all comes on the heels of a very busy week here in the UK. Spending time with causes he cares most deeply about. Telling the paper he wants to spend more time in his home country, but I'm very happy with who I am, and I like the life that I live.
It's been a big week for Prince Harry, but according to The Guardian, Sam, he got a very warm, very enthusiastic welcome in Ukraine. He said he was even bemused by how many people recognized him, came up to chat with him. And one of the people who worked with him on the ground said one of the reasons is that Prince Harry was quite Ukrainian in his attitude. He does his own thing in his own way. And Harry responded, telling the paper, you know who else did that? My mom. Of course, he means Princess Diana. Sam.
What a nice tribute. Thank you so much, Molly. Appreciate that report. Coming up, life-saving advice. How new cancer screening guidelines changed one woman's life. Today, co-anchor Craig Melvin brings us her story next. And we are back now with a closer look at what's making news in the world of politics this morning. And the Senate set to vote on President Trump's pick for the Federal Reserve Board. NBC News politics reporter Megan Leibowitz joining us now with lots of developing storylines. Megan, good morning.
Hey, Sam, good morning. Yeah, let's kick things off with Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, who Trump has tried to fire after allegations of mortgage fraud, which she's denied. Now, documents obtained by NBC appear to contradict allegations that she tried to pass off the Atlanta property as her main residence for financial gain. That's because Cook said in financial forms that her Atlanta house was a vacation home. Also in Fed news, the Senate is set to vote today on the confirmation of Trump's Federal Reserve Board nominee, Stephen Miron. Now, Miron was nominated to finish the final months of a Federal Reserve governor's term after that governor resigned early. Let's move next to the White House, which is asking Congress to approve an additional $58 million to protect people in the executive and judicial branches. That's according to a congressional leadership aide. Now, the aide also said that the administration supports spending more money to protect Congress, but defers to lawmakers over how to do that. Now, big picture here, people are scared right now about rising political violence in the aftermath of the killing of Charlie Kirk. Finally, let's go to New York City, where mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani picked up a major endorsement last night from Governor Kathy Hochul. Now, she announced her endorsement in a New York Times op-ed, where she acknowledged that they've had their disagreements, but said that the city needs a mayor who does not, quote, surrender 1 inch to Donald Trump. She also said that Mamdani has the courage, urgency, and optimism that the city needs. Now, remember, this comes as some other top Democrats have held off on endorsing Mamdani. And that's a look at what is making news in politics this morning. Sam?
All right, Megan, thank you so much for that update. Well, this morning we are raising awareness about colorectal cancer. It is the second leading cause of cancer death in the U.S., and new guidelines are now recommending screenings begin at the age of 45. Today's show co-anchor Craig Melvin spoke with one woman who says following that advice changed her life. Craig, good morning. So powerful
Sam,
to hear
good
about
morning
this story,
to you, my
Craig.
friend. Good.
So sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a woman that we met just a few weeks ago who told me basically that going to get her colonoscopy changed her life. As you know, the screening guidelines were changed a few years ago. They went from 50 to 45. Woman walks into her doctor's office and says, basically, I don't have a family history. I'm not experiencing any symptoms, but I want the colonoscopy. And here's what happened next.
If you ask Halima Burton, she'll tell you her case is unremarkable. In 2023, the Washington, D.C. native was about to turn 45 and asked her doctor about the new guidelines recommending adults start getting colonoscopies at 45 instead of 50.
Was talking to her and I told her, hey, I've been seeing a lot of commercials about the guidelines for colonoscopies changing to 45. I'm about to be 45 in March, so let's get it done. So she wrote me an order.
That was it?
That was it.
Right after her colonoscopy, the doctor who performed the procedure told her they'd removed 2 polyps. She says she was told they looked benign, but later that week, she got a call from the doctor. And what'd you think?
I was shocked. I literally, like, all the air kind of escaped me.
It's the news no one wants. But in a way, Halima was lucky. The disease was detected so early that doctors were able to remove all the cancerous tissue during her initial colonoscopy. No need for invasive surgery or chemotherapy. Halima is among the younger patients and a growing trend. Americans are screening for colorectal cancer earlier than ever before. Screenings for 45 to 49-year-olds increased from nearly 21% in 2019 to nearly 34% in 2023. This trend taking shape as the number of early-stage colorectal cancer cases skyrocketed, with a relative increase of 50% from 2021 to 2022. Dr. Andrea Sircik is the co-director of the Center for Young Onset Colorectal Cancer at Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York.
We never want to see more cancer, but really the point here is that we're detecting cancer early.
Dr. Sircik says she's seeing more patients who are getting treatment before symptoms began.
With colonoscopies for colorectal cancer, because the cancer develops from a polyp, if you catch it even earlier, before it becomes a cancer, that's even better. So that's really the point of screening colonoscopies.
And that's exactly what happened in Halima's case.
You've got a spirit of gratitude for sure. I don't know what you were like before, but you definitely...
You know, I think I've always been like this.
Yeah.
I come from a family that we just kind of deal with things. We don't really wallow.
Yeah.
And so I think that helped me with my diagnosis.
Yeah.
She needs to do extra screenings, but because the disease was caught early, she's cancer-free. And that is remarkable.
If you were to talk to someone who's 45 and who might be on the fence about going in for that colonoscopy, what would you say to that person?
Don't wait. Go. Because had I not gone at 45, had I waited 6 months, a year, 5 years, you know, I might not even be here talking to you.
Don't wait, go, Sam. That is the takeaway. By the way, we should note I'm here as part of a two-day event, Bottoms Up Invitational. Last night we had a big concert out here in Connecticut. Today we'll have the charity golf event. It was good to see you at the concert last night. I'm an unpaid board member for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. All of the money raised over the 2 days goes to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Proud to report this morning that we've raised $1.1 million this year, which brings our four-year total up to just over $4 million. And again, the goal is very simple, to encourage folks to get screenings. And the goal of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, their mission is also very simple, to find a cure in our lifetime, Sam.
We know it is such a deeply personal issue for you, Craig, having lost your brother to this disease. And just to be able to generate that kind of financial help for those looking for cures and to spotlight screening guidelines will no doubt save lives. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you.
Coming up next, it is a modern-day layaway. Buy now, pay later platforms are rising right now in popularity. We're going to hear from one CEO who is collaborating with major retailers to get people what they want when they want it. That story coming up next. And welcome back. We have now a look at the buy now, pay later companies, right? So we're talking about platforms which allow you to finance everyday purchases and pay them back over time, which have gained popularity recently. NBC News Now anchor Hallie Jackson sat down with the CEO of one of those companies, Klarna, and has this report for us.
Groceries are expensive, but I got all of this today for $55.
These days, more and more people are buying it now.
It's not just for buying clothes.
And paying for it later. Call it modern day layaway. Hugely helpful for Randus Denny's in Memphis.
It makes it much easier to kind of navigate through life sometimes.
He says he uses it for everything from plane tickets to groceries, then pays it off in a series of fixed interest-free installments over time.
There's an option to where if something happens, I have an easy access to purchase something.
His company of choice? Klarna, with 26 million users in the U.S. and partnerships this year with retailers like Walmart and with DoorDash. That move, lighting up the internet.
We cannot start going into debt over a burrito.
What do you say to people who are looking at your partnership with DoorDash, for example, and going, that seems ridiculous to use a buy now, pay later for that?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, I think all of them are using the credit card when they buy online with DoorDash, so they're already borrowing. The truth is that Klarna doesn't only do credit. 20% of our transactions are debit, where people pay the full amount. So we're much more like a PayPal wallet.
Do you ever worry that any of your customers are going to get in over their head and overextend themselves?
For sure. And I mean, as any form of credit, they will, right? But if I look at the actual outcomes, I know our losses are 20, 30% lower than credit cards. So I know the product is healthier, but it's still credit.
Klarna CEO Sebastian Shemiatkowski says customers rarely use buy now, pay later for groceries. Instead, for bigger ticket items, taking advantage of 0% interest during the payback period.
It could be a $100 purchase, usually, on average. And it could be a piece of clothing. It could be a ticket to a concert.
Some experts point to concerns over these kinds of short-term loans.
It's convenient for people that don't have a credit card or don't want to pay the high interest fees associated with a credit card, but it also leads to a lot of impulse buying and potentially other risks.
A recent survey shows 41% of buy now, pay later users say they paid late at least once in the past year. That's up from 34% the year before. If people miss a payment, they may have to pay a late fee or be charged interest, depending on their plan. Klarna says the vast majority of its customers pay on time.
We borrow for such a short period of time, so people pay us back in 50, 60 days on average. What I've seen with Klarna is our ability to adapt to new economical recession or if it's a more positive, we can adapt very, very quickly.
So you feel like you're more nimble in a moment where there is economic uncertainty.
Exactly.
But now Klarna wants to be known as more than a place for buy now, pay later. They're expanding, launching a new card, getting into mobile phone plans, and just this week, a major milestone, going public. The company now worth more than $16 billion.
We're coming from Europe, where we have learned how to compete and be successful on much lower rates. We look at the US, we're like, wow, we can offer products that are so much more affordable, so much better, and we can still make money.
Even as a 20-year-old company, you feel like Klarna can be a disruptor here.
Very much so. That's what that's my whole aspiration, 100%.
And by the way, buy now, pay later seems to only be surging in popularity. National numbers show half of users say it's the only way they could afford what they bought with it. Back to you.
Kind of a sign of the times there, Hallie. Thank you so much. Television's biggest night taking center stage with the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards. From surprise wins to history-making moments and plenty of glamour on the red carpet in between. NBC News correspondent Chloe Malas joining us now with the highlights. Chloe, obviously some newly minted winners last night.
Listen, I watched the whole thing and my mind was just exploding, Sam, throughout the whole show because it was a big night for these freshman shows, these newcomers like The Pitt and The Studio and also Adolescence. Take a look.
And the Emmy goes to The Pitt.
The night's big winner was The Pitt as Best Drama Series.
This is insane.
After multiple nominations in the past for ER, Noah Wyle finally winning Outstanding Lead Actor in this emergency room for his role as Dr. Michael Rabinovich in the HBO hit.
To anybody who's going on shift tonight or coming off shift tonight, thank you for being in that job. This is for you.
Catherine Lanasa also winning Best Supporting Actress for the show.
What is this all about?
Severance from Apple TV Plus was leading with 27 nominations. Britt Lauer took home Best Actress and Tremel Tillman the Best Supporting Actor statues, making him the first black man to ever win in the category.
Do the work, show up.
And the Emmy goes to The Studio.
Freshman comedy The Studio from Apple TV Plus saw its co-creator Seth Rogen sweep 4 big categories: Outstanding Comedy Series, Best Actor, Director, and Writing.
I so could not wrap my head around this happening that I literally prepared nothing. I've never won anything in my life.
Jean Smart winning Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for the 4th year in a row for Hacks on HBO Max.
You honor me so much.
Big wins for the chilling Netflix series Adolescence, winning Best Limited or Anthology Series, with nods for Best Actor Stephen Graham and Outstanding Supporting Actress Erin Doherty.
I was nothing about 3 years ago. I'm here now, so I think if you're listening, you focus and you just step out your comfort zone a little bit.
And making history. Owen Cooper became the youngest ever Emmy winner in the Supporting Actor category for his role in the show. Plus a rousing standing ovation for winner Stephen Colbert, whose show was recently canceled. With stars stunning on the red carpet and Inside coming together to honor the TV industry.
Thank you for being a friend.
I mean, who doesn't love the Golden Girls, Sam, and of course, Reba McEntire? So this was really fun. So to keep the show running on time, host Nate Bargatze, he did this thing where at the top of the show, he said, look, I've made a donation to the Boys and Girls Club of America in the amount of $100,000. But there's a twist. Every single time a winner does not stick to the 45 seconds of their allotted speech time, I'm going to deduct $1,000 for every minute that they go over. Now, for every minute that they go under, Sam, he would add $1,000 back in. So this was going up and down. We were all following it. By the end of the night, it was in the negative. I was like, oh my gosh, what about the Boys and Girls Club? Well, of course, Nate said, I'm going to donate $250,000. CBS said they'd give $100,000. So it came to a whopping $350,000 for the charity. So pretty for the organization. So pretty awesome. And it was fun to kind of like watch that tally go up and down all night.
Totally. But Chloe, the strategy clearly did not work. And yet he had a secret in his back pocket, quite literally, and ended up raising more money for kids. So there you go.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chloe. Great report. We appreciate you. Up next, September is National Service Dog Month. So to celebrate, we're going to meet the dedicated volunteers who guide these pups through their essential training. That's next. You're watching Morning News Now.
Welcome back. Last night, the Atlanta Falcons defeated the Minnesota Vikings 22-6 in a Sunday Night Football showdown. But before the Falcons traveled to Minnesota, their team had to make sure their nearly 200 players, coaches, and staff had a place to sleep, eat, and prepare for their big game. I had a lot of questions about how a hotel manages to do all this, so we went behind the scenes.
Sunday night, the Atlanta Falcons hit the road, taking on the Minnesota Vikings in Minneapolis, eking out a win. But the Falcons didn't start planning for this away game last week or even last month.
The planning starts as soon as the schedule is released in May.
Brandon Ruth is the Senior Director of Operations for the Falcons.
It's starting to call hotels, see who's available, seeing at the setup, the flow.
Once they decide on a hotel, Brandon works with Lauren Fickey, the Director of Events at the Marriott City Center in downtown Minneapolis.
We go through their entire travel itinerary, their plan. It's about a 30-page document.
While Brandon gets the Falcons from Atlanta to Minneapolis, his advance team, led by Austin Montague, arrives to make sure every detail is set.
In our ballroom space, you have your offense and defense rooms and our meal room.
With just 7 hours before team arrival, it's time for the all-important final walkthrough. We begin in the team room, where all of the players and coaches meet to go over their game plan.
These guys are not your average-sized people. We need plenty of room for them to space out.
We check out meeting rooms.
So everything looks great.
Tables all this way.
Different coaches have different preferences on how that table is aligned.
And was that notes you got?
Yes.
Which way to set the table?
Exactly.
It's all that attention to detail.
The physical therapy room.
Want to make sure that's nice and secure when these guys hop on here again. Needs to be able to bear down some pretty good weight.
And of course, the dining room, with a menu of pasta, wings, and quesadillas, and a few healthier options too, like smoothies, broccoli, and brown rice.
How many people will eat in here tonight?
We're talking 150, I think.
151.
151, yes, please. Dinner's on me.
While final adjustments are being made to the meeting rooms, Lauren and her team check the Falcons' sleeping rooms, all 200 of them. Brandon decides who sleeps where, a task he says is like playing Tetris.
I've had players that don't like elevators, so they take the stairs. Some guys like to have the corner rooms. Some guys didn't want odd numbers.
With just minutes to go until the Falcons arrive, Lauren's staff waits in the loading dock to whisk the players to their rooms. The goal? To get nearly 200 Falcons into their rooms in under 15 minutes, the unofficial NFL standard. The 15-minute clock officially starts.
Start now. Perfect.
All I can do is stand back in awe as Lauren and her team expertly and efficiently welcome 6 buses of professional football players and staff to Minnesota.
These elevators will take you to your sleeping rooms right here.
And they make it look easy.
Coming? Yep. 13 minutes. Looky there.
13. The Falcons safely in their home away from home for the next 31 hours.
Everyone's upstairs.
We're done.
We're done.
And you just did that all in heels.
I did, yes.
What do you celebrate with?
Vodka.
And once the Falcons got to the hotel, it was all business. Our access ended just like any other fan. The Falcons had meetings, ate dinner, prepared for their big game. That 13 minutes, though, was even more impressive because there was an elevator down. Extra pillows, extra blankets, toothbrushes. They're in those rooms, extra amenities, anything a player might have forgotten, that's already ready for them. They are running the ship like the Navy. Constant communication between Brandon and his team in Minneapolis. And Lauren, we were getting minute-by-minute travel updates.
All right, we got to get to some potentially huge news this morning. President Trump announcing on Truth Social that a TikTok deal may have been reached with China. In a post to Truth Social this morning, the president said that a deal was reached on a, quote, certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save. Earlier, trade delegations from both China and the United States had gathered in Madrid for talks, which have been focusing on TikTok, tariffs, and the economy. Experts had low expectations of a significant breakthrough here, but President Trump says he will be speaking with President Xi on Friday. China has not so far confirmed this announcement. More to come. And finally, at this hour, September is National Service Dogs Month. So this month gives us a chance to recognize more than 15,000 hardworking service dogs in the U.S. and Canada who need help those in need. NBC News' Peter Alexander found out more about what goes into the training of these pups and the dedicated volunteers that play a crucial role in their development.
Depending who you ask, the Hipsley's house just outside of Baltimore is better known as the sorority, home of the Golden Girls, or one of their personal favorites.
We've named ourselves the brothel.
You guys must marinate a dog hair, by the way.
Oh, yes, we do. We're getting another vacuum.
For the last 10 years, Pat and Jane Hipsley have been volunteering as puppy raisers, opening up their home to puppies who will one day hopefully become service dogs.
You train it, and you keep it, and then you have to give it back.
The idea of giving a dog you love away seems like a doozy, but here you're making a difference.
We cry every time. We turned one in last week and we cried.
Down. That's a girl. Yes.
For the Hipsleys, this pet project has become a passion, working with a nonprofit called Warrior Canine Connection that matches service dogs with military veterans facing mobility challenges, traumatic brain injuries, and PTSD.
Dogs can be really good medicine. It's not magic and puppy kisses. We're seeing PTSD symptoms reduce, increased comfort in public environments, less isolation.
The Hipsleys got involved after their own bout with isolation.
We lost his son to PTSD after 3 tours.
Sergeant Christian Hipsley was an Army combat medic. Just 2 months after returning from a tour in Iraq, the 32-year-old took his own life.
Tell me about your son, Chris.
Oh, he was hysterical. He was so funny.
His troops loved him. I mean, he was a really good sergeant.
The months that followed were incredibly tough until a friend introduced Pat and Jane to Warrior Canine Connection. Within a year, they were raising a beautiful black lab named Jack.
Jack came to you guys when you needed him most.
And I think he just felt what we were feeling and wanted to help.
It took away some of the pain that we had. He just gave us so much joy.
They've raised 19 more dogs since.
We had Jack, Rossi, McGee, Patty, Charlie, Joanne.
That starts getting foggy.
I'll help her out. There was also Devin, LaShunda, Sarah, Ashley, CB, Mary, Pam, Blair, Stu, Char, Pogo, Sarah Lou, Marita, and Ray.
How long are you going to be doing this?
Till God tells us we can't.
20 dogs in all, helping address a critical need.
There is a national shortage right now of volunteer puppy raisers.
At some organizations, the wait time for a service dog can reach 2 years.
2 years is a long time to wait for a solution when you're really struggling. And we don't think service dogs are the magical answer to solve everything. But it is a tool in our toolbox that for many people can be extremely helpful.
And they're not just helping veterans, but also those with autism, diabetes, and seizures too. From 8 weeks to 18 months, the puppies live full-time with these volunteer families, learning upwards of 70 commands from sit and touch.
Touch. There you go.
Girl.
Yeah.
I can pet? Yeah. Celebrate her?
To more complicated tasks like pick up your leash and close the door. The Hipsleys hope other families will follow their lead.
It's not about us. It's about the veteran and giving back.
If you've had somebody in service, or you know somebody who's in service, you're giving back to them.
Pat and Jane say you can't overstate the difference these dogs make.
Basically, they've saved us.
Yeah, that's true.
honoring their son's legacy with their time and a lot of love.
And our thanks to Peter Alexander for that report. And as for all of those puppy names, Warrior Canine Connection names all of their dogs after veterans, some who are still living, others who have passed. There is even one named in memory of Christian. His name is Hipsley. That does it for this hour of Morning News. The news continues right now.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.